Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Hub back in the video today, and today the Houston Rockets beat the Utah Jazz 147 to 119. The Houston Rockets win their 8th straight game, which is their largest winning streak all season. They also have won 10 out of their last 11 games and are the closest they've been to the 10 spot in a while. They are only 1.5 games back from the Golden State Warriors. And also keep in mind, Sunday, today, the Golden State Warriors play the 3-seed Minnesota Timberwolves on the road when the Warriors are struggling as of recent. So the Rockets have a chance to get one game back on the Golden State Warriors. And I also want to keep everybody in mind, not only do they have a chance to do that, but they're also playing the Portland Trailblazers on Monday. I want to talk about how good the Rockets have been starting off to these first half games and in the last 5 games. And I truly believe the fast starts for the Rockets offensively in the first quarter and the first quarter and the first half of these last 5 games have been a big reason why the Rockets have been winning the games they are winning recently. So obviously, the Rockets are on an 8-game winning streak, but in the last 5 games, first half numbers, today, first quarter, 47 points today. Previous game before that, 42 points. But if just in total, the whole first half, going back a couple weeks ago against Washington, or a little bit over a week ago against Washington and Houston, 77 points in the first half. In Houston against Cleveland, 70 points in the first half. On the road against Washington, 60 points at the end of the first half. At home against Chicago, 68 points in the first half. And then at home today against the Utah Jazz, 87 points in the first half. So the scoring offensively in the first half, and I know only one of those games is on the road, but the scoring offensively in the first half in these games have been, I think, not only a big reason why the Rockets are winning these ball games, but one of the biggest reasons and one of the only reasons why the Rockets are winning these games. And I know they've been playing games against teams that are not as good. The Jazz with a lot of players injured, the Wizards twice, but in this stretch they have beaten and competed with winning teams, playoff teams, the Phoenix Suns, the Sacramento Kings. You also have the Cleveland Cavaliers in that mix. I know this was a loss. This is the only loss in that 11-game mix in the last 11 games is the Los Angeles Clippers, and we only lost by 6. And in that game, the Rockets had a 20-point lead. And honestly, I'm gonna be straight up honest with everybody. This should be an 11-game winning streak right now. We should have never lost to the Clippers up 20 in the second quarter, but the Rockets are playing great. And over the last 6 games, it has been without their star, Alperen Sengun. Sengun has been out the last 6 games, and they are on a 6-game winning streak without him. They're on a total of an 8-game winning streak, and they've won 10 out of their last 11. So the Rockets did win 147 to 119 in this game, and Jalen Green had an excellent performance, another 40-piece. In the last 11 games, Jalen has had 2 40-point performances, and I think it's either 4 or 5 performances with 30 or more points. I think it's 4. I know it's definitely over 4. He's had 40 twice. He had 41 tonight. He had 42 against the Wizards. He had 37 against the Wizards. He had 34 against the Suns. And I don't know if there was another 30-point performance, but I think there might have been, but I'm not 100% sure. He's had 26 a couple times. He has been balling, and over the last 11 games, he's averaging 27.3 points per game. The last 8 games, throughout the winning streak, he's averaging nearly 30 points per game at 29.4. So he is playing great, and he had another great game. And the thing is, 41 points tonight. The thing is we've seen Jalen play good basketball in the past, but we've seen him play good basketball on inefficient basketball. He has played good basketball, but it'll be like something like he shot 5 for 19 with 20 points. Just not efficient basketball. But now he is playing efficient basketball, good field goal percentage. He's shooting good shots, and they're going in, and he's feeling it. 15 for 22, 7 for 11 from 3, 41 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. and he's playing great basketball. He was plus 31 tonight. The whole team, I mean, there wasn't a lot of negative on the plus minus section. A total of, I'm trying to think, you had, of course, your 5 starters. The Rockets had 12 players play in this ball game, and there were only 2 players that were a minus in the plus minus. That's Aaron Holiday and Reggie Bullock Jr. Aaron Holiday had a good game with 7 points and 3 assists, 3 for 7. But the only players in this ballgame with a minus in the plus minus category out of 12 are Reggie Bullock Jr. and Aaron Holiday. Jalen Green plus 31, Fred VanVleet plus 29, Dylan Brooks plus 26, Jabari Smith Jr. plus 13. He only played 9 minutes in this game. He got ejected. So did Chris Dunn. There's been some drama between those two, punches thrown. Hopefully, there are no suspensions. But, honestly, so what if there are suspensions? I love Jabari Smith Jr., but when you have a guy like Jeff Green playing the way he is playing, we could afford to lose Jabari Smith Jr. for a game or two. I'd hate it, but I want to get to Jeff Green. He's been playing great. 21 points tonight. I'm skipping over Fred VanVleet. I'm going straight to Jeff Green after Jalen Green. It was the Green show tonight. 62 points between the two Greens. Jeff Green with 21 points off the bench with 4 rebounds in 25 minutes. Old man can still hoop. He's 4 for 8 from 3 as well. He's been balling recently for the Houston Rockets. But then I'm going to go right back to Fred VanVleet because he was great. The first time in his Rockets career with 10 or more threes, 10 for 15 from 3, 34 points in Rockets history. James Harden has done that 3 times. Chandler Parsons has done that once. Fred VanVleet on the board for the first time of his career with the Rockets. Keep in mind, 28 minutes with his 34 points, he had 7 assists as well. Shot 10 for 15 from 3 and 11 for 16 from the floor. Only one other shot that was not from 3. 12 points from Dylan Brooks in 26 minutes with 4 assists and 4 rebounds, 4 for 8, 2 for 3 from 3. Nice efficient night from Dylan Brooks. Amen Thompson, not the best night. He did have double-digit in rebounds with 10 rebounds and 6 assists, so not bad there, of course. But he did only have 4 points and a rare bad shooting night for Amen Thompson, shooting 2 for 9. And Jabari was even having a really good night before his ejection, 5 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds in 9 minutes with 2 for 3. So Jabari was on pace to have a really good night for the Rockets before his ejection. And then getting to the rest of the team, Jeff Green had 21 points off the bench, or I think 51 bench points tonight for the Rockets. Reggie Bullock Jr. shot 2 for 6 from 3. That was the only field goals he took, with 6 points and 7 rebounds. But then 7 points for Jayshawn Tate in 19 minutes. Boban got 3 minutes at the end, 0 points, 1 rebound. 6 points for Jock Lando with 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Also to think that that's one of his worst games in a while, and then still shot 3 for 4. His only miss was a 3. 7 points for Aaron Holiday and 4 points for Nate Williams in 9 minutes. 27 for 49 from 3 for the Rockets tonight. That's a season high for the Rockets from 3, and that's probably the most threes Rockets have hit in a game in a while. Also a really good percentage as well, 55.1%. Somewhere Mike D'Antoni is sitting and is proud of the way the Houston Rockets shot from 3 tonight. And honestly, the way the Rockets shot tonight remind me a lot like the old Houston Rockets. And thanks to Jeff Green, Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Jeff Green, Fred VanVleet, Rockets hit. Those 3 guys combined for 21 of the 27 threes tonight. So those guys were automatic tonight for the Houston Rockets. Jeff Green shooting 50%, and Jalen Green shooting 7 for 11. Jalen Green shooting 7 for 11. VanVleet shooting 10 for 15. What a night for the Rockets. 147 points. That's the highest amount of points the Rockets have scored all season. And they continue to absolutely kill it offensively. If this was in a world where this is not a blowout and the Rockets are playing terrible defense and the Jazz are keeping it a close game and the Rockets starters play the fourth quarter, I honestly think the Rockets might have reached maybe near 160, if not 160 points, if their starters would have played the whole ball game. If their starters play the whole ball game in this game, I think the Rockets go over 160 points with how good Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet were playing. I fully believe that they would have scored over 160 with their starters playing the whole, the non-mattering minutes because of the blowout. Let's go over the Jazz scoring real quick. I'm not going to take too much time into it. 25 points for John Collins, really good night for him. 25 points in 20 minutes, not bad at all. 20 points for Colin Sexton. They had a couple other guys in double digits. Really like their rookie, Keontae George from Baylor. I think he's a really nice player. Had 15 points. Off-shoot night, 4 for 13 and 2 for 9 from 3. But he's been playing really good this season. They had 3 other players off the bench with double figures. Bryce Sensabaugh, another rookie, 16 points. I thought the Rockets should look into him when it was the draft, but didn't expect a blessing to fall in disguise like Cam Whitmore falling to 20. He's someone that I really think the Rockets should have added in at 20 if Cam Whitmore doesn't fall to 20. I think he would have been someone the Rockets should have thought about if Cam doesn't fall to 20, but thank God that miracle happened for the Rockets. Potter, who I've never heard of, had 0 points in 18 minutes. Walker Kessler had 12 points with 9 rebounds in 28 minutes. And Kyra Lewis Jr. had 12 points in 25 minutes, who was acquired by the Utah Jazz for Rockets legend Kelly Olynyk. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.